Joining us now is Inspector Kevin Van Dam with the BC Conservation Officer Service. Nice to see you today, Kevin.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Can we start with the update on the kids and the teacher? I understand you're not in charge of their medical care, but they're in everybody's minds right now. Do you know how they're doing?
Yeah, all of us hope all the best for the children. As a father, I have to respect the wishes of the parents and the community in this case for the privacy on that. It's been just an incredibly difficult week for the community, the families, the victims. This is a difficult time for everyone. So, all we can hope for is the very best and a speedy recovery for all involved.
And your officers are in charge of the search for the bear that took part in the attack, that was the attacker, and the two cubs, as we believe. Where is that at?
Yeah, so the BC COS is, really we have two focuses. And the first primary one is to ensure the community is safe today and tomorrow, really. And so with that, we're trying to determine, capture the offending bear involved, and really just to analyze and assess that bear and trying to determine and get answers as to why this happened. Our second focus is on the investigation. And so in order for us to link the offending bear to bears that might be in the valley that really didn't do anything, we really have to take a lot of investigative steps and even use some of our forensics techniques to make sure that we capture and look at the offending bear.
And anything so far?
Well, early this morning, our team, so we have two highly trained teams working around the clock, and early this morning they captured an adult male grizzly bear. That bear has been immobilized, and we did a detailed analysis on that bear. So that involves a bunch of evidence collection. We take all sorts of measurements and determine whether or not there's any linkage evidence to the victims or to the attack scene. So at this time, it's preliminary. We don't want to jump to conclusions, but some of the evidence collected from this individual bear this morning didn't have the linkage that made us confident that it was the correct bear. So the next steps for this individual bear is we will put a GPS collar on the bear, and we'll be able to monitor it. So the plan is to release that bear back into the upper valley and continue our search for the offending bear.
How do you catch a bear if you're looking for a mama bear and two cubs?
Well, we have several techniques. So the big thing is bears are searching for food right now. So, one of the big strategies is we bring a bunch of smelly food that they like, and we even will heat it up on site and get those aromas out in the air. So we're, big thing right now is we're just trying to attract the bears. We really rely on the public in this case too to let us know. Earlier this morning, we responded to a potential sighting. So, we're really relying on the public to contact our RAP number too if they do see a bear. So, those strategies all help us, right? It's not an easy task, and that's why we have such a contingent of officers who are highly experienced in the subject of dealing with bears down there to catch the offender.
Kevin, this is grizzly country, so people who live in Bella Coola and in this First Nation are familiar with bear sightings on a regular basis. But how dangerous is the situation today?
And I can't stress that enough. This is an extremely, extremely rare situation where the actions of this bear cause us some grave concern. It could potentially harm another person. So due to that fact, we are taking all precautionary measures, and we really want everyone to stay out of the area, for their own safety. We have trained professionals who are out there, they're searching for the bear, and, we're doing everything we can at this time to locate the bear. So it's really critical that we do that. We do know there are a number of bears in the area, and those bears are not a threat to the community. The Newhawk people, they live with bears and have lived with bears in their community for a long period of time, and this is an extremely rare event. And so we really just need to bring some resolve and capture the offending bear and determine what happened and why it happened.
Kevin, I know it's an extremely busy time for you right now, so we appreciate you taking time out of your day to update us and people across the country. Inspector Kevin Van Dam with the BC Conservation Officer Service joining us from Kamloops. Thank you.
Thank you, Kevin.